it must be pretty incredible every time you put a green shirt on at the moment and go out and play.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, we're winning games, which is amazing. We're playing in front of some incredible fans who are going home and away, filling out the home park and filling out the away allocations as well. So it's all positive. Even so, with the youth team last night, quite a few of us came down to watch, and it's kind of that energy's kind of flowing through the whole club and through the whole city as well.
On that, I mean, do you get told to come down and watch it, or is it kind of off your own back?
No, we don't get told.
Because it's a great touch, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's always nice with a club like this. I think it's nice to. Some clubs wouldn't see it as much as a important thing, but I think Argyle see it as a one Argyle. So I think the gaffer, he doesn't say you have to come, but it's always nice for him to see his players come and watch the younger boys and kind of that next crop coming through. For me, obviously, the Youth Cup was a big competition as well, so I like to see our club in that competition and see how far we can go. And it was a good game to watch as well, up against my old side as well. So yeah, there was a lot of things for me to come down and watch, and yeah, I was impressed. Really impressed.
As you say, it's like the one Argyle thing, and you kind of get that around the club at the moment, and around not just youth team, first team, and players and coaches and stuff, but kind of the whole collective of stuff. Does that make a difference to players when they're playing, that it's a decent environment to actually come into every day? Yeah,
I think so. I think in terms of the squad, I feel like it's a bit of a brotherhood in terms of everyone kind of buying into the same thing and everyone getting on, and that can only help when you go out on the pitch because everyone's going in the same direction. In terms of the club and the city as a whole, I think when the club's doing well, I think there's just a buzz around everything, and I think hopefully if we can get to the goal that we want, it's just going to keep going from there and keep thriving, because that's what we can do down there.
Let's talk a bit about you and the way you're playing at the moment, because a lot of people probably have you as one of the star performers in the squad at the moment, which amongst this squad's pretty impressive because everybody's been on top of their games. Would you say it's kind of one of the best periods in your career so far, do you think?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably up there. I've had kind of stints in seasons at other clubs where I've played well, and I'd say I'm always quite a consistent performer, but to hit those kind of new heights I need to be kind of running games as such at a consistent basis. So that's something that I need to work to do, really. Obviously it gets difficult when you are kind of being the kind of linchpin between attack and defence, because then teams will look to kind of stop that. I think it's quite a not easy position to stop, but an easy thing to pinpoint in other teams in that kind of holding midfield role. You can put like a number 10 or a man marker kind of there, and it does make it difficult to get more on the ball. So it's just down to me and the coaching staff as well to look at it and try and find different ways really to dictate play and carry on, really.
What would you say are the key kind of skills for that position? Because as you said, if you are marked in there, you know, it's not just you dictating the play in terms of passing and stuff. It's kind of about controlling it, shielding the ball, not giving it away in kind of a vulnerable position, isn't it? Yeah,
I think that's quite a big part. Quite a lot of the times you'll get the ball in there with a player right up your backside. So you've got to know what's around you. You've got to be able to receive the ball well under pressure. I've learnt when I was a young kid, I didn't really use my body very well, and going out on loan taught me to use my body and put it in positions where the attacker can't get the ball, and you either get fouls or you can manipulate the ball and move it around them. So I think they're big things in that position. But I think as well you need to be communicating a lot and organising around you. If the game isn't flowing through you as much, you've got to try and get on it, or at least there was periods at Accrington where the guy was man marking me so close, I was just moving in positions where it created space for other people, or James Wilson to step into a lot, or him to pass into Jordan Garrett, who was coming in deep. And so it's just a kind of trying to solve issues really on the pitch. So yeah.
I mention it because I don't know whether you saw the chairman, Simon Hallett, tweeted after that game. He said, "Yeah, the finish from Ryan Broom was good, but how about Jordan Houghton in the build-up?"
I think he done well to take some credit off Broom there, didn't he?
I know everything else.
I'd like to take all the credit for that, but no, he's whipped in a great goal. But we've scored lots of goals this season where we've started it from the back. Obviously, the manager likes us to play that way. He's always banging on about, even if it's not going the way in terms of results. Lucky enough, we haven't had too many of them, but if the result isn't going the way we want, he still wants us to play the right way. So we've had lots of goals this season where we've played out from the back, but we've also mixed it up as well, which I think is quite a key component to how well we've done, because teams don't really know whether to push up high and high press, but then it leaves space in behind, or drop off and then we can play. So it's difficult, and it's only good for us really.
Getting goals from defensive midfield as well.
Yeah, hopefully more. I don't get many, so.
It was a pretty cool finish though, I've got to say. I mean, we were talking earlier, was it a pass, was it a shot? Definitely a shot.
Yeah, definitely a shot, yeah. I think Ryan's trying to take claim of the goal as well, so we'll have to keep that one quiet.
Just quickly on Charlton, new manager, they've done quite well actually since Johnny Jackson's come in there. They've strung a few decent results together. Big stadium, they've got a lot of fans, we're bringing over 3,000. Just how exciting is it to play in that sort of match?
It's going to be a massive game in terms of, I think before the season you look at Charlton, they'd be up there for promotion, if not automatic promotion, let alone like playoff places. So I think obviously they had a poor start, but they've got some real top players. I think since the manager's gone in, they've had a real, Johnny Jackson's gone in, they've had a good turn of results. So yeah, I think you can't really look at the position or the results at the start of the season, because it's completely different now. It's going to be a massive game, like you say. They're going to fill out a lot of their stadium, which is a credit to us because we're coming to them and they want to make it a big occasion. Just shows how well we're doing. And again, it's another massive following from us, which is incredible. But I fully expect now every away game, which is great.
I know it's not becoming boring, but it's becoming the norm, isn't it?
No, it's the norm, yeah. And it's I can tell you as a club and as players, we're loving it, and we're very thankful for the support.
Well, best of luck on Saturday, Jordan.
Nice.
Cheers.
Yeah.